Alright guys, so I know it's been a long time since I shot videos. That's because I've been trying to figure out certain things on the grow watt inverter. I am new to the grow watt inverter. This is a 12 kilowatt inverter. And also on the UFO batteries. I'm new to that too, so I'm just figuring how to like sync the battery to the inverter. So that's what I'm figuring out right now. That's why it's been so long since I actually shot a video. But the battery is sitting at 49.68. And let's see what the percentage is at. 73%, 0.9, 200 amp hours is how much amp hours is in the battery. And remaining is 146. I am charging my Tesla right now. As you can see, we a little over 75%. And this one is showing 146. It's showing more amp hours though, a little weird. It's showing 204 amp hours, 71%, and this one is showing 73% and 200 amp hours. So that's all. I'm just trying to figure out how to get these communication from the inverter. Like I say, this cord from the inverter. I believe it is the RS4855B. That's all I'm doing. That's the reason why it's taking so long for me trying to, for me shooting these videos, because I'm trying to figure out how to make these batteries, the UFO batteries right here, communicate. Y'all can see, I'm trying to make it communicate with the grow watt inverter. That is what I'm doing right now. And let's see how many. So we got 160 volts, 40 amps, bringing in 2,007 kilowatts. Battery sitting at 49.8. And let's see what it's sitting at on here. 49.93. If you can see that, I know it's kind of, yeah. So it's definitely within the range, the battery voltage range. That's 49.9. And that's 49.78. So it's not that far off. Let me look at this one. Let's see what this one shows. 49.92. So like I said, it's not that far off. And I also been working on a solar ground mount. I do have it up and running, but I don't have it complete yet because I want to try to add 2 more panels. And then I'm going to tighten everything up and straighten and make sure everything is lined up correctly. And I'm gonna go out there in just a second to show y'all how I did that. But this is an update video on me trying to get the UFO batteries to communicate with the grow watt. Because right now it's not under lithium, I have it under user, so I'm just trying to make sure I get that correct, because it's giving me an error code when I try to put it in lithium mode. So I'm just giving y'all this brief update video because I know a lot of people been anticipating and waiting on the video to drop the Gyll batteries versus the UFO batteries. This is 20 kilowatts, 10 a piece, and the Gyll batteries right here, 5 a piece, and there's 4 of them, so that's 20 kilowatts. And right now the Gyll batteries got 378 amp hours in the battery. It's still charging at 800. It's fluctuating 1,000 right now because the sun going up and down. 54.1 volts. 27 amp hours, 27 amps coming in, and it's sitting at 95%. Instead of charging 2 hours. I like this little battery monitor. This is made by Renogy. It's a little battery monitor. So if y'all want to, purchase that, pretty easy to hook up. You just run this. I got this running. Oh, I got it running right here. You just run it into this, and then you bring out this positive wire right here. You see this positive wire, you run it up to the positive on the battery. So the Gyll batteries is working great. Like I tell people in all my videos, if you want to go off grid, make sure you buy plenty of solar panels. You want to bring in the most watts as possible to charge these batteries at a faster rate. You want these batteries to be charged by 2 o'clock. And I say 2 o'clock because that way it gives you enough time to, you know, use the solar panels for like any other things that you want to do throughout the day, and have those batteries at 100% once the sun is not producing any power. You want to have these batteries at 100%. Sometimes, you know, you can leave it at 80, 85. That's not bad, you know. Like I said, lithium batteries are made to bring up to 100 and take down to 0. A lot of people say they wouldn't do their batteries like that, and which is totally understandable, that you don't want to drain your batteries from 0 and bring it up to 100% again. I mean, that's understandable, but as far as me reading and doing research, nothing's gonna happen. So, all right, so that's it. Like I said, I'm just trying to figure that out, and I'm gonna go show y'all the panels that I bought so y'all can see the panels. So I'll see y'all in the next video. All right, so I'm back, and these are the panels, Q-Cells. The panels that I bought, I think I paid $200 for them, 200 a piece, brand new. So if you see the nominal power voltage, watts, is 430 watts. So what I did was, I'm like, okay, let me go with bigger panels with more watts. The short circuit current is like 1083, and then the open circuit voltage is 49.33. And let me talk about the open circuit voltage. And I'm gonna talk about that because most of these inverters that they're coming out with now, they have to be within 47 or 48 volts to come on for the solar to even kick on. You can't go get no 60 cell panels with 32 volts circuit voltage and think that it's gonna cut on that inverter. You would have to series them until you get a little over 47 volts. And the current at maximum power is 10.31. The voltage at maximum power is 41.7. And the maximum system voltage is 1500. And these panels, like I say, weigh around 25 to 55 watts, which is, not watts, pounds, which is not heavy. And that's why I also like these. So I'm getting rid of the 60 cell panels, and I'm jumping over to 72 cells and 96 cell panels only. That way I can bring in the most voltage. So let's go look at the solar ground mount that I installed. Okay, so now we're looking at the solar ground mount that I installed with these unistruts. Let me show you how I installed them, just in case somebody want to know. So I use this bolt. I tried using, let me see, I don't have it on this side, but anyway, I use this bolt right here, and I just screw, and then I use these bolts and just tighten it up. It's very tight, you know. And now I do have to go back and straighten the panels up and tighten it, so I know it looks like it's dipping. That's fine, nothing's perfect, so things like that is gonna happen. Like I said, I'm gonna fix this right here. I have to add another support in the middle of this one and the one down there, and that way it'll level off. But let me give y'all a view of all the panels. The 9 panels. And I'm gonna add 2 more on this end, so I'm gonna extend a little bit and add 2 more going straight. It's not gonna go horizontal, it's gonna go vertical. So y'all will see that. And this is the look of it. Let me show y'all. A lot of people was asking what type of, power and solar that I use, so I wanna come out here and show y'all. And right now this is producing about 2.5 kilowatts right now, which is well over that, but hey, that's what it's producing. And like I said, I still have to tighten up, and then I still have to run the conduit as well in the ground. That way I can run it all the way over to my solar room. But this is how it looks, guys. I use unistruts, super struts. Well, I believe that unistruts, super struts, one of the two. But I use them to put them in the ground. I actually got this idea from Carson Wind and Solar, and I use these L brackets right here. Let me see, you really can't see it to hold it. That's what I used. So I'm gonna, clean it up and tighten it up. The wires will be ran underground and everything. But this is my update on what's going on with my system right now. Like I said, I gotta line up this right here, line it up a little perfect, and this side as well. So I will do all that. So stay tuned for the update of the UFO batteries versus the Gyll battery.